Hey guys, this is Sherry to Sherry. We're making kale artichoke dip. You're going to need artichoke hearts, onion powder, vegetable broth, garlic powder, frozen spinach, I use kale, 8 ounces, a block of cream cheese, room temperature's best, sour cream, mayonnaise, I use the olive oil kind, shredded Parmesan cheese, Fiesta cheese, and a little bit of taco seasoning. Open and drain your artichoke hearts. Cut them with a pair of scissors to make it quick and easy. This helps you get really small pieces. Pour your artichoke hearts in the Instant Pot and add your 1 tablespoon of onion powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and stir. You can add more or less to your own taste. The next items you put in and do not stir. Open your frozen chopped kale and put it in the Instant Pot. Next, add your block of cream cheese. It works better if it's softened to room temperature. If the cream cheese isn't room temperature, no worries, put it in anyway. Next, you'll need to add your 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. I used a 1/4 cup in mine. Remember, this is going on top of the kale and not stirred at all. You're going to need 1/2 cup of sour cream. This container is 16 ounces, so I used 1/4 of it. And it's okay if you scoop out just a little bit more. And remember, we're dumping this on top and not stirring. Next, you're adding 1/2 cup to 1 cup of vegetable broth. I pour it down the side so it doesn't wash off all the stuff on top. I used 1 cup in my recipe. You can use water or beef broth here. And the next item I used is 1/3 teaspoon of taco seasoning. That's optional. If you don't like it, you can leave it out. I think it's a nice addition. Try it. So now you put on the Instant Pot lid, you lock it in position, and you put it on sealing. Next, you set it for manual or pressure cook for 8 minutes, and I used delayed cook time for 1 hour and 10 minutes before it started. A helpful tip here, I measured the shredded cheese out, the Fiesta cheese, into these 2-cup containers, put the lid on them, and put them in the refrigerator so when the recipe was done, I could just add them in. That way I could go ahead and clean up. Now that the recipe is done, we're ready to open up the pressure cooker and see what we have. You can let it do a natural pressure release or quick release if you need it quicker. Now let's add the Parmesan cheese, 16 ounces on top. Use a spatula and stir this in well. Once you get the Parmesan cheese mixed in well, here's the next item. I added 3 cups of Fiesta shredded cheese, mixing them in one of the containers at a time to make sure it blended well. You can add a little more of the Fiesta cheese here if you like it that way. You do want to make sure it's blended well, and then we're going to put the lid back on for 5 or 10 minutes so it all melts really well. One tip here, it'll stay warm in your Instant Pot if you're not right ready to plate and for dinner. So once you're ready, you'll want to take the lid off the Instant Pot when you're ready to serve, and you can serve it with nacho chips, you can serve it with pasta, you can serve it with chicken. It's such a versatile dip to use. So let's scoop some out into a bowl and see how it looks and tastes. I'm tasting mine with the nacho chips. The little round ones are my favorite, and it tastes really good. This was so good, I had to eat a few of these before continuing. I've got my little containers here to do meal prep, so it's easy to grab and go for lunches or snacks. I just went ahead and scooped them in, put the lids on them, and stored them in the refrigerator, which makes meal prep easy. I hope you try this for your family. Please like, subscribe, and comment below.